I swear everything is AI generated these days. Mr. Beast thumbnails, Tesco adverts, random YouTube shorts. It's starting to feel like everything has been generated by some sketchy website. And look at this video. It was literally the most viewed short for all of last month and none of it is real. We are actually cooked. And now they're even making games too. These websites have gone one step too far, which is why I put myself up against the best game dev AI to see if I'm really gonna lose my job to a computer. But before I can prove anything, I need to come up with a challenge. So me and this AI are going head to head to recreate the game Grow a Garden in 2 hours. Everything that AI generates has to come out of either Rosebud AI or chatgpt, and honestly, I'm kind of worried. Because Rosebud has been used to make some pretty good games, when I've only really made stuff like this. But with everything set out, it's time to start the challenge. So before I start making this game, I need to pick an engine, which might be a bit of a problem. The original Grow a Garden is made in Roblox Studio, which I've got no experience with. I could try to learn it, but to finish my game in under 2 hours, I need to stick with what I know. So I'm going with Game Maker, even if that means I'll be making a 2D version of a 3D game. And with the engine decided, I made a blank project and got to making the game. To start the game off, I wanted to work on the map because it would let me figure out the art style for my game so I could keep it consistent for the rest of the 2 hours. So I created a really long background sprite, and I started to design the 3 different areas inside it. I made the background a blue sky, added some clouds, and took a bit of inspiration from this screenshot for the ground. I tried to use this style for most of the game's art because it was really simple to do and my mum thought it looked good. To finish up the layout, I set up one area for growing your plants, another one for buying seeds, and a final area for selling everything you've grown, which gave me enough room to copy most of the stuff from Grow a Garden, and kept everything simple enough for me to finish it in the hour and a half I had remaining. Honestly, I think the map looks quite good, but it would be even nicer if we could actually move around it, which means it's time for... At this point, I wanted to focus on getting the movement and camera stuff working before drawing the player sprite. To get it started, I made it so you could walk left and right to go around the map, but for some reason didn't add any collisions with the outer walls, which in hindsight I probably should have done, but it made for some interesting gameplay later on. And given that I had just over an hour to make more than half the game, I think it's fair. Then, I used this bit of code to make the camera snap to whatever room you're standing in. With all that working though, I copied my potato icon, which happens to be right next to the subscribe button. And I gave him a quick outline to fit in with the rest of the game's art. To finish him off, I made him float up and down a bit and flip the sprite depending on what direction you're moving for a bit of polish, to make it feel a bit more normal. Like basically every other platformer I can think of. Looking at the project now, it seems pretty good. Only problem is, you literally can't do anything. The map is completely empty, which means I need to be... I know I probably didn't have enough time to make a whole system for growing and planting different types of plants, so I took a slightly different approach. Instead of picking out your seeds from the shop, you buy a plant pot which goes in your garden and somehow grows a flower from nowhere. To make everything a bit more obvious, I put in some UI to show how much money you've earned and how many plants you've collected, which I could use for selling stuff later. Then, so you can actually buy these plants, I spent 5 minutes designing a market stall for the game with a stick guy behind it, because why not? After that was finished, I designed a quick buy button and gave it an animation to keep everything going smoothly. Me from the future here, this was a terrible idea. Somehow I completely missed that if you clicked on the buy button when you're already holding a plant, the pot appears behind the stand, which meant that every single person that played the game was able to spam this button and get way more plants than they should. And you can also go into debt, because somehow I completely missed that. But that's definitely not a problem, and I'm gonna be completely fine. Yay. Anyway, the next big step was setting up a way for you to sell all the plants you've grown, which is probably one of the most important parts of the entire game. So to keep it all simple, I duplicated my design for the market stall and made a few tweaks. To finish off my game, I added some final details like walls and signs floating in the sky saying what the different areas were actually meant for, which definitely saved me because I did not have time for a tutorial. But with that, my 2 hours were up. It was time for the AI to make its game. When I opened the Rosebud website, it told me to enter a prompt to start off generating the game. To make sure this was a true test of AI's abilities, I got ChatGPT to generate its initial game prompt. And when I put it in, it gave me... this. It's literally just some shapes. How is it gonna beat me if there's already errors in the code? It detected it by itself. After a single prompt, you can already buy seeds, grow them, and sell them at the shop. And it literally fixed the entire game by itself, which is very impressive, but really bad for me. When you look past the art, this is basically just my game, from a slightly different perspective and in way less time. But the AI was not done there. The next task it came up with was putting a fence around the map to make it a bit more like the original game. And after spending 10 seconds creating its masterpiece, a fence to be better than all the other fences, it made this. But the AI didn't see anything wrong with it, and if that means my game's art is better, then I'm not gonna say no. For the next step, ChatGPT said that Rosebud should add an inventory system to the game, which I may have completely forgotten to put in my original. But after a bit of troubleshooting, it's just some squares. And after some more, it's still just some squares. And after even more troubleshooting, you can actually buy, grow, and sell your plants now. Taking a look at this game though, there's something a little bit obviously wrong. Your player sprite is a circle. To fix that, it generated a farmer sprite, which looks a lot better than the original, but could do with some improvement. The next big step was adding different seed types to the game. Even though my game only had one type of plant, I'm actually done, just take my job already. It spent a few seconds generating new seed sprites, and made them buy and sell for different prices, so the game has some sort of progression. Honestly, the AI's gameplay right now was really advanced for how long it had spent on the game, but it was not done there. The next task, adding a massive part of the original grow garden that I completely missed out in my game. Different mutations. First, it created the electrified effect, and generated some sprites for a lightning overlay to show over the plant when it's been struck. And it finished the mutation by adding a massive multiplier to the plant's sell price. And that's all good, but there wasn't actually a way for you to get the plant without cheating. So the AI generated an entire weather system with storms and blizzards, which I didn't even ask for. For the blizzard weather, all your plants can become frozen with a much higher sell price, but there's basically no other differences. At this point, the game was pretty much finished. The only thing it really needed now was some more seeds. So to fix that, I told the AI to make it so you can scroll through the seeds window, which deleted all of the seeds. At that point, I just gave up on that menu and deleted it and replaced it with the old one. And I got it to generate a new menu with pages instead, which actually worked. The game is finally done and ready to be played by my judges to see if AI is really better at making games than I am. So you all have 5 minutes to play each game and decide which has better graphics, gameplay, which is more similar to Grow a Garden, and which is the most polished. And whoever gets the most points wins $1.
Hello, Potato. So we're gonna start with your game first. I'm gonna win this challenge. The winner gets $1 and I could do a lot with that.
Alright, so we've been sent 2 games. It's made in Game Maker. Let's flipping go.
Hey, Potato. Let's play your thingy, I guess. Let's get it.
Okay, let's start with the human one. I don't really have a timer like crackers, but let's just use this clock, I guess. Okay, let's start at 40. Okay, let's go.
Oh, shoot. Okay, so I've never played Grow a Garden, so I don't know how any of this works.
Shot. What forgot? How much money do we have? Oh, we are broke. Just buy 5 of these. Wait, you can go in debt?
I'm in debt. Not for long. Hold up.
I can go into debt. Okay, can I just buy as many as I want? That doesn't matter. I have negative 77 money. Where did the rest of my plants go? Oh, I have 82 plants now. They were underneath the table.
Well, my brain is absolutely fried. Anyways, okay, now I gotta go sell. Shop that is totally not evil.
Yeah, sure. I'll buy your plant. Why is that emoji next to the sell guy?
What the heck?
Uh-oh. Hey, we don't go over there. I've just found an exploit.
Should I be abusing this? Okay, I'm not gonna use that bug anymore.
This could be an easy win. This could be an easy win.
Boom, 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 boom. I have hella monies. Boom. Okay, that's it. That's time. That's time.
We're ending with 2.137K.
No one's beating this. 2,497 monies.
All right, so now we're going into the AI game. Hopefully it's not better than Potato's game, because that'd be pretty embarrassing. Oh, there's snow.
I swear this had better not be better than your game.
Oh, so there's like a ton of different options. Cool. Plant it. Why is it snowing? What the heck? Oh, shoot. What was that? Sell for 3,000. Whoa.
Oh!
Oh, did he get struck by lightning? Oh, it got double struck by lightning. Does that increase the value? I better be making hella bread from this. Moon petal? Oh, it's like moon melon, like a knockoff.
I gotta say, the art style, I like the other one better for sure. And this one is much more boring because I just stay in one spot and click, and I've already basically completed it. So the other one had way more personality, which makes sense because it was made by a human.
I think I preferred the graphics on the other game.
It feels like it has a lot less character. It's just a bunch of like pictures. You can move around, but you don't need to. Like you can just click everything.
3, 2, 1. $113,560. Hell yeah.
A lot of money. I don't even want to count that. I think I got like 136K.
177,370 money. Not bad.
Okay, I got 180K. Is that bad?
The graphics for this one, they're very basic. I don't know what's going on right here. Very basic, pretty boring. Okay, so for graphics, I think the other one's better for sure.
For graphics, I'm gonna give that to the human game. I'm gonna give that to Potatoes. I liked the funny little like potato. I liked how it was like less plain. Like this just seems like it looks so flat.
So for graphics, I definitely think the human game.
Graphically, both of these games are like very, very intense. But I would say I like the human one more.
Gameplay, I think I liked the human game too, because you could go through the different screens. Like there was multiple things to do. Like this one, you're literally just standing here and just clicking seeds, and then
In gameplay, the other one's also better.
Gameplay, the AI one did feel like a bit of a clicker, though I did manage to exploit the human one, so you know. So overall for gameplay, I'm gonna give it to the human one.
I think I like the gameplay of the second game more. That was way more fun. I think you should be.
And accuracy is also better on the first one, I think. 'Cause, I mean, I never played the real game, so.
accuracy. Oh, I'm sorry. I'm gonna have to give it to the AI.
Accuracy in terms of Grow a Garden, sadly the AI takes the dub.
Accuracy, I haven't played Grow a Garden, honestly. I think it's good.
And polish is this one, I feel like is a little more polished.
Polished. I'm gonna go the AI again. I'm sorry. It's pretty even. I feel like.
In terms of polish, definitely the human. The AI one, it's not great.
I honestly like the AI one more because it had better effects and everything else, you know? That's my rating. Thank you.
I don't think AI is going to be replacing game devs anytime soon, because, I mean, this is, like, just look at this. This isn't that great.
Hopefully I can win that $1 and get myself a nice little lollipop treat.